It's Aaron from Footballphilic.
Hey, this is Gary Holt.
What's up? This is On Deck, and you're watching Metal Miners.
Hey everybody, Cody here from Metal Miners. As you can tell, I got some new stuff going on. I picked up a new webcam and microphone. I will be doing some live streams on Twitch here coming soon, as soon as I can figure out that whole situation. But for today, I'm going to be filming a collection update, all vinyl today. Some of these I picked up at record shops, some online, some I got for Christmas from my dad. So if you watched our year-end update, you might see some duplicates. Hope that's all right with you. Just wanted to share my collection update. Let's see, I got about 10, 15 vinyl to show today. Still have a lot to show as far as vinyl moving forward. CDs, we just got a VCLT from Mark G with a C. I gotta crank those out, listen to those. Seems to be great music that he sent. He gave a description of it on each of the CDs, so I'm super stoked about that. Shout out to you, Mark. So I'll have that coming up soon. Got a bunch of cassettes to show. And yeah, just a whole lot of content to push out here. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, I've got a couple Kreator albums to show. First up is Kreator, Endless Pain. Picked this up at the local record shop. Really great stuff. Probably my favorite Kreator album. Well, maybe the one coming up next is my favorite. Obviously, their first 5 are pretty untouchable as far as thrash. Let's see if this is going to work for me here. Give me 1 second, guys. Trying something new. All right, so first up, we've got Endless Pain. This came out in '85. Just tons of bangers on here. I think Total Death is probably my favorite of the bunch. Track 2. So super stoked about picking that up. Yeah, just a really solid intro to thrash. I would say check this out if you're trying to get into thrash. It's kind of got some blackened vocals a little bit. So maybe if you're trying to get into black metal as well, you might want to give that a shot. Next up is another Kreator album. I'm trying to get my green screen off of this. Pleasure to Kill. Picked this up at the same record shop here in Florida. Love the cover here. It's a double LP and it's remastered, so it comes with a few demos on it as well from back in the day. Let me see if I can figure this out again. Yeah, just like Endless Pain, super good intro to thrash. Obviously, I think Pleasure to Kill is my favorite. I don't know of anybody who's going to say anything different. That track is just an absolute banger. Came out the next year in '86. Same lineup as Pleasure to Kill, I believe. I mean, Endless Pain. Let's check that out. Yeah, I think there's a switch up here, but regardless, absolute banger of an album. Can't say enough about it. From there, we're going to go a little more, I don't know what you call it, hardcore, I guess, but not hardcore music because I'm not really into hardcore. And sorry if this is a little choppy. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to make this as seamless as possible, and hopefully the next time I use this green screen background, I'll have an actual green screen, so it'll be a little easier. Let me know if you like the green screen background. It's kind of hard to show the vinyl, so maybe not the best use of it. I'll try one without, one with. Let you guys choose which one. But yeah, next up, some Gorgoroth. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Under the Sign of Hell. Comes on this clear vinyl here. I've heard some bad stuff about clear vinyl, but I played it and it sounded pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and check out the Gorgoroth Metal Encyclopedia. Under the Sign of Hell came out in '97. Got a pretty high score on there. I really like track 1 here, Revelation of Doom. The drumming, I really like the drumming here. It's kind of got a weird sound to it. Pest on vocals. I believe this is the first album with Pest on it. Obviously, moving on from Hat. Gorgoroth is one of those bands who can do no wrong as far as vocalists for me. I love all their vocalists pretty equally. Just a band that has switched up their vocalists quite a few times and still maintain kind of that top-notch black metal sound. This is a grim album. Really like it. Not sure where it falls in my Gorgoroth list, but it's up there. This might be my number 1 right here. This is Gorgoroth, and I believe this is a Pentagram, I want to say. Let's go ahead and find out here. But this is probably my favorite Gorgoroth. Obviously, this one features Hat. Yeah, Pentagram. Just has a ton of bangers on it. Under the Pagan Megalith, banger. Drummer on Dodd, banger. Ritual, banger. Crushing the Scepter, banger. I mean, not a bad track on this album. Like I said, features Hat. It's also got Samoth on bass, which is really interesting. Obviously, they've switched up drummers quite a bit, as well as vocalists. I believe Infernus is the only one that's been on all the albums, I want to say, until he got kind of booted off of well, he didn't get booted off, but there was that whole controversy with him and Gaul and King of Hell, obviously. So, yeah, interesting stuff there. So now I've got 3 Gorgoroth albums, super stoked about. I've also got, and I showed this a couple videos ago, I've got the Antichrist album. So now I've got a few more to cop, and I'll have the entire list here. Yeah, so next up, we're going to switch it up once again. We're going to go classic stuff here. This, of course, Death, Sound of Perseverance. Let's see it shown here. This is one my dad got me for Christmas. Almost got all of the Death albums now, just missing Symbolic. So super stoked about that. This is probably one of my least favorite Death albums, just because I don't really love the whole technical side of death metal. I like that caveman, crunchy, evil riffs and stuff. Once you get too progressive, I feel like it kind of loses its griminess to me. But still, this is a classic album. Spirit Crusher, Scavenger of Human Sorrow, the Judas Priest Painkiller is pretty fucking sick. Flesh and the Power It Holds, maybe one of my favorite Death songs. It'd be interesting for me to do maybe a Death best of songs edition. There are a few that I think might surprise some people if I did that list. But yeah, super stoked to get this. Shout out to my dad for picking this up for me. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Let me stop the screen sharing real quick. Next up is one that I picked up from a buddy off of Instagram, Bridge Dwelling Creations. Obviously, this was featured on the year-end update as well. This is FIEF 5. It doesn't have a page on Metal Encyclopedia because someone argued Dungeon Synth isn't metal. Me and Patrick had this discussion on our last live stream a couple months ago. I'm not sure where I fall on that nowadays. I think initially I said that it wasn't metal, just because it's not really extreme. And well, metal doesn't have to be extreme. So I don't know. I'm kind of going through this argument myself. But yeah, not on the Metal Encyclopedia. Out of Salt Lake City, Utah. All of the FIEF stuff is great. I'm just missing FIEF 1 now, and I'll have the entire collection. So super stoked about that. Pretty soon here, I'm going to be completing a few collections that I've been working on. So maybe I can do a few collection updates of just, albums or bands that I've completed all the discography for. That would be pretty sweet. Let's move on though. One that I'm super stoked to have in my hands. This is SOMME, Prussian Blood. Let me see if I can get it right. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Comes on this white vinyl here. Yeah. Really pleased to have it. Another Christmas pickup from my dad. I think it's originally off Death Cult or Death Prayer. I'm not sure, but we got it off of Out of Season. They've always got great stuff. This is one of my favorites from last year, or 2 years ago now, I guess. Shit, 2 years ago. The August Sun has one of my favorite riffs. Black metal riffs, I think, ever on it. Really just love this stuff. And it has Mist on it, who does vocals and keyboards. He is a machine when it comes to putting out music. So, yeah, super pleased to have this. As much Mist stuff as I can get my hands on, I'm going to try and get it on. This is raw black metal out of Finland and USA. Really great stuff. Definitely worth checking out if you're into raw black metal. There's got some great piano parts to it as well. As Mist, everything Mist does is really good in my opinion. So check it out if you haven't seen it. It's on Spotify as well. So it's definitely worth checking out. Just to give it a listen, I guess, and then see if you want to buy it. I'm not sure if there's any more left from Out of Season, as it was pretty limited, but super pleased to have it. So let's go ahead and move on. Like I said, we've got a whole bunch to get through today. I'm just trying to keep it as short as possible. So let's go ahead and move on. Share my screen. Man, ask me the same thing every single time. All right, so we got Ymir here. This is Finnish black metal, pagan black metal. It's saying, I would say it's more raw black metal from Werewolf Records, who only puts out good shit, it seems like. Just check out how cult this cover is. I'm not sure if you can see it on there. This was another one I showed at the year-end update. All these ones, last ones, I showed at the year-end update. But Ymir, great stuff. I mean, here's a better look at the cover here. Just amazing. It sounds exactly like how this looks. Grim, cold, riffs for days. Pretty much anything that you're going to catch coming out of Werewolf Records is going to sound amazing. So anything that comes from Finland, it seems to me, and especially if it comes out through Werewolf, it's just fire. So really love this record. Stoked to pick it up. I have it on cassette. Now I got it on vinyl. So now I just got to pick it up on CD and I'll have everything. I have yet, and this is going to make me look like a bad guy, yet to listen to Eons of Sorrow. I think I gave it a quick listen off Spotify, maybe listen to the first 2 songs, and then just forgot about it a little bit. So definitely going to check that out. If I had to guess, I'll probably end up getting it on vinyl, just because it's, knowing this project, it's just so good. You know what I mean? It's not even, you don't even have to listen to it to know to buy it. Next up, we've got Akvan. This is Iranian kind of folkish black metal. I'm not sure quite how the main guy behind it has a kind of relationship with Iran. Oh, here it is. Born to Iranian parents in the United States and raised there for a few years before coming back to Iran. So lives in Iran, I guess. This is 2 Centuries of Silence. Just love that cover here. Really great stuff. It's so unique and so just unlike anything I've heard in black metal. So it's definitely worth checking out. Don't believe this is on Spotify, only on Bandcamp, I want to say. Saying his label is independent. It's also a one-man band by Vizariza. Probably saying that wrong. But what was I saying? Yeah. It's going to be put out through Goto Warex pretty soon. So I was stoked to get my hands on this before, all the hype beasts get to it, so to speak. Not that there's anything wrong with hype, but it's just cool to, have that first taste of something before it blows up. And it is going to blow up because it is sick. Next up, we've got Old Nick, I Am Vampire Castle. This comes on this black vinyl here. Came out of Phantom Lore. Picked up this one through Out of Season again. I almost have all of the full lengths, and I've got a good collection of the EPs and things like that. So my Old Nick collection is getting up there. Here's the cover for you. One of the cooler Old Nick covers. Oh, shit. Let's get this away. I mean, just check that out. Really gnarly stuff. Abysmal Spectre. A G in my book. 7 tracks, runs you about 30 minutes. Obviously put out a Grindstone where all of the Old Nick stuff is put out from. I'm not quite sure where this lands on my Old Nick list. I would say this is more like a serious Old Nick, I guess. Not as crazy goofy as the other ones. But, I mean, if you like Old Nick, you like Old Nick. If you don't, you don't. So if you don't like that kind of goofy, fun style black metal, you're not going to like this. If you do, you're going to like it. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean? If you like Old Nick, you like it. If you don't, you don't. There's really not going to be anything I can say to persuade you to get into it, if that makes sense. Next up, I hope I spelled the name of this right. No, I didn't. No. Give me 1 second, folks. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure this out. It's not going to be perfect. Not for a few videos, I would think. But next up is a banger. It's a banger. This is Pale Swordsman. Kekht Arakh came on this cool gray vinyl here. One of the most hyped up releases from, let's see, 2021. One of the things that I think hyped it up so much was its scarcity. Put out through Liver Mortis. It was really hard to get your hands on it. Just look at that cover. So I think that kind of boosted it up a little bit. And then I don't know quite how it works, but somehow they signed or had a distribution deal with another label, and more of both the Pale Swordsman and Night in Love tapes were put out, along with vinyl and stuff. So super pleased about that. Night in Love, I still need to get that one. That one's an absolute banger as well. Sacred Bones, yeah. He started out as Yokai, who he's now starting to put out his old stuff through that name. So that's definitely worth checking out. Yokai. But this is like a romantic style black metal. Really intriguing stuff. I mean, this is something you're not going to hear every day in black metal. And it really stands out, if you ask me, as far as, breaking away from this typical raw black metal, grim kind of shit. I think the description nails it. Melancholy, love, nature, death, and loss. I mean, that's essentially what the sound sounds like, especially melancholy. It's very melancholic. It's got some romantic parts to it. So definitely check out Kekht Arakh if you haven't. I can't speak highly enough of it. Next one is a little controversial. I'm not even going to say anything about it. I'm not even going to say anything about it. I'm just going to show it. And that'll be it for this one. Might be offensive to some. That is Graham Belial's Key. Kohanic Charmers. Black vinyl. Crazy good riffs. That's all I'll say. Crazy good riffs. Yeah, I got one more. Caladan Brood, out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Echoes of Battle. There's the cover for you. Like I said, showed this one already. Double LP on glow in the dark vinyl. I'll keep those in there for you. Really amazing stuff. If you like summoning, you're going to love this. I love summoning, so I love this. Not much else to say about it. Epic black metal. Just as epic as it comes is in black metal. Caladan Brood nails that sound. You're not going to find the grim aesthetics here. It's more Tolkien-esque epic battles, epic heroes and soldiers and things like that. That's what this is all about. It's not about Satan. It's not about demons. It's about Tolkien and war and stuff. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for checking it out. Hope everything looks a little cooler. I'm definitely trying some new stuff. If you like it, let me know. If you think, wow, this sucks, go back to your old style. I'm going to say screw you, but I'm going to work on getting this cleaned up a little bit. So appreciate you watching. Appreciate you dealing with how annoying some of the typing and stuff could be. But definitely thanks for watching. Happy New Year, and I will see you soon.